Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries. Tarot, this is a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is an energy reading, so take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your message. And if this has popped up into your feed and you are not a Pisces, and this is absolutely your message, because it will only find you when you call it into you. And it always shows up at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. So that's the King of Wands. So you're dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or you're dealing with the energy of your creative. There is something that's quite a breakthrough, I believe, that's happening. So we have this energy. This is a person or a mentality that is very focused and centered on creativity or making something happen and making something come into being. This is very confident. This is very sexy. This is very... it's very sure of itself energy. This is usually a very sexy, sensual, confident, gets a lot of attention, wants a lot of attention, gets it, deserves a lot of attention, very, very good at what they do kind of energy. And then you have this. So this is almost omniscient, right? This is clairvoyant. This is the energy of being intuitive and spiritual and trusting in your knowing, and having insights that maybe you can't explain. She's connected through her third eye chakra, her crown chakra. So she's got insights that are not necessarily of this world. So they're not in reality, and that's fine, because ultimately, hold on. Yeah, I had to just turn off that light. That was just a little bit distracting. And that's fine, because it's almost like suddenly something has become very clear to you, because the Tower moment comes out. And the Tower is like a breakthrough. It's like sudden, right? And this is not something that you could have predicted or tried for. If you work for it, you can't work for it. So this Tower moment is suddenly something just sort of aha and comes through for you. So ultimately, what I see right now is a breakthrough creative moment, a breakthrough moment of clarity and moment of forward progress or direction that is happening. Now, since we have the Tower moment, I just want to clarify, what is this Tower? But it could just represent that there's a breakthrough that's happening. Okay. What is this Tower? Justice. So there's something that evens things out, or a decision that's made in your favor that balances out the score of something. The Tower moment is, so it's positive. In other words, because the Tower is a difficult energy. It's difficult because you can't control it. But it's sudden and it's decided for you. But what it's saying is it's outside of you. It's above you. It's going to affect you, but there's nothing you can do to affect it. But it doesn't have to be bad. But this is clarifying it, saying this is a moment of justice. This is a moment where this thing that was inevitable happens. You couldn't control it, but it still evened things out. It equalized things for you, or a decision is going to be made in your favor. And this is all happening. There's also Capricornian energy, which has got to do with laws. Well, that's also justice, rules, restrictions. A Capricorn, it could be specifically a Capricorn or a Libra. But it's got to do with laws, legalities, obligations, like things that had held you down or that you were stuck with. Maybe commitments, legal commitments. Could be illegal commitments. Something coming through with regards to legal commitments, or like laws that are made, or yeah, I need more clarity. But what I'm trying to say is, like, laws that get made or laws that get thrown out that now open up your space or open up your direction, or now become something that you can work with, as opposed to when you couldn't. There's also some sort of decision that's made with regards to something that was draining or restricting, right? So it's definitely come into consciousness and an awareness. The High Priestess suggests that you kind of knew this was coming, or you could have felt it already, that this shift was happening with regards to something legal, some sort of commitment or obligation that you had been tied to, maybe tied to legally. So now we know a little bit more about the Tower. Let's understand, please, how is this affecting Pisces? How is this affecting Pisces? It's making you choose a different direction or giving you the capacity to do so. The Two of Wands showed up, which means that now you have two different decisions to make. Or it's bringing to the forefront what you have been thinking about for a while, which is to move forward with something. Maybe even actually physically move, but definitely move forward with something, or move forward with something, or at least be interested in a different course, right? Maybe finally being able to decide to move in a direction that you've been considering for a while, right? And realizing that now that this has happened, happy birthday, Doug Denny, you can actually make this decision. In fact, I think a decision has been made for you, or an opportunity has opened up, and it will require commitment. It has a lot of status behind it, but it will require commitment. It could even be legal commitments that it requires, but this is definitely something that you have been, a direction you've been thinking of or wanting to take for a while, because we also have the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is really sure of himself in that he knows how to be responsible. He knows how to keep his shit together. He knows himself and what he's working with well enough. In other words, this is a really strong commitment. This is a really strong offer or opportunity that's coming in. It's very mature, because we have that Saturnian energy. We have the King of Pentacles energy. So it's very mature. It's very respectful. Could be very traditional in its nature. I don't know if you've applied for something or auditioned for something, but this would be that the legal paperwork is starting to come through, because the offer is coming through, and it's really something that will change your life, because the Tower moment is on the table, and that's game changing. So this will be something that you will have time to think about. I like that the Two of Wands is there, meaning that you still have time to think about it, but it's going to shock you that it comes through, and it absolutely is coming through, Pisces. And so now it's okay, not so much if I should go in that direction, because it's a direction that clearly you were interested in, or the news wouldn't be coming to you. So you maybe in some ways the King of Wands implies you've already pursued it, right? So this is good news, but now it's like, okay, now that I've got the opportunity, how do I incorporate it into my life? And what do I do? And how do I make this move? This is really, really interesting energy. I don't feel like it's something that you're backed against the wall to. The fact that the opportunity will come in, the offer is coming in, will happen. That's something you can't control. That's something that it's like it's something that's going to scare you and excite you and make you happy at the same time, because the fact that it came in, this opportunity comes in, is a win. It is exciting, but then it's like all of a sudden you're rushed with the reality of what it means for your life and how much it's going to change your life. And it is. These are major changes, and these are major, like, strap on your big boy pants kind of energy, because these will be, if not permanent changes that will be difficult once you make them, difficult to go back on. So marriage, for example, can you change it? Yes, of course you can change it, but it's difficult. It's a process, right? So this is a larger commitment or responsibility. Some jobs, right? It's not so difficult to get out of them. You can get out of them, but there can be legal consequences, or there can be, in terms of your reputation or your career, there can be consequences. So, and once again, that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's serious and it's adult shit. And so treat it like that. Like, and remember, we're in Venus retrograde, we're in Mercury retrograde. It doesn't mean that you can't do deals. It doesn't mean that you can't consider things. It means that you should do more research than you usually would. It means that you should ask more questions than you usually do, and you should ask for more time than you might usually need, because it will take time to do more research and ask more questions, and your response time in your brain isn't going to be as quick. Right? Mercury has retrograded back into Pisces. So Mercury in retrograde is in Pisces now. So it's going to be impacting you. And this is, once again, not necessarily a bad thing. In some ways, you could look at it as a very good thing, because this is a big fucking decision and you don't want to rush into it. And the fact that, it's going to affect paperwork or somebody else's reaction on both sides, that's good too. It'll help you get to know who you're working with. It'll help you get to know what's expected of you. It'll help you work out all the kinks, because the kinks will come up so that you can really see, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. And this is a really realistic energy for you. And Pisces don't tend to have very realistic energy. They have very dreamy, very conceptual energy. But this is very grounded, down to earth, and balls to the walls kind of energy. And there is no making it pretty. Once again, that doesn't mean it's bad. I'm not getting something bad. I'm getting scary, because from the moment this opportunity comes in, you know how impactful it is. And I like that. I like that you're not like it. There's no Seven of Cups. There's no Moon card. There's no you're in la la land about this. You know what this is going to mean for your life. And this is actually, it could be extraordinary energy. Right? We've got two kings on the table. This is groundbreaking. You have the Justice card with the Devil card, which means this is legal impact, but it's also just maturity, right? So let's keep going on to see a little bit more. So that's how it's impacting you. It's impacting you. It's making you scared, but it's also making you feel like, holy shit, somebody is entrusting this to me. Somebody is saying, I'm capable of this. And you are. That is confirmed. You deserve the seat at the table, right? You absolutely belong here. You should be here. And now it's just whether or not do you want to stay. And I could ask the cards, should I stay or should I go? But what are the major complications? No, you should stay. You should, because this prospect, I know it's scary. And don't let the fear put you off to this opportunity. Let it just slow you down so that you nitpick with regards to what's expected of you, because that is 100% what you should be doing. But the answer to the question that I was thinking and feeling, well, this is what came out, the Three of Wands. This is a good investment. That's what it's saying. Clearly, you got your message. This opportunity is a good investment. This will set you up for a gorgeous future. This is definitely the trials, the consequences, the lessons, the education that you want to move into the level and see coming into your life what you have dreamed. So it's almost like this training ground, or this commitment is the gateway to abundance coming into your life. Now, it's not instantaneous gratification, which also deals with the maturity factor, the sense that it's not going to make you feel great right away, but it will make you feel great. Well, you're going to feel great right away by the fact that you got the seat at the table, and you should feel proud of yourself. To be selected for something like this, I don't know what you guys got going on, if it's a license that you applied for your business, if it's a relationship that just took another level, if it's a new job, whatever it is, to get this kind of offer back and to have people taking you seriously, that is no small feat, right? That is no small, that actually is something that is saying, wow, you've done really well here. So yes, you should absolutely, that's your instantaneous gratification that, oh, they're actually taking me seriously. Yes, the world is taking you seriously. The world is seeing that you are someone to be taken seriously. The world is opening this door for you, but it's also helping you understand that this is going to be hard work. This isn't just, hey, I win and now I get to fuck off. No, this is, I win and now I get a seat at the table, and a seat at the table comes with line items of responsibilities and expectations, and that's what it means. And that's fucking awesome, because it means that you just stepped up a notch. We also get this. So yeah, the offer is coming in. There's some sort of a message, a phone call that's coming into you. It's also clear thought. It's also encouraging you to go ahead and move forward with this, but do it logically and intelligently and objectively. Anytime the swords comes up, the cards are suggesting suggesting objectivity. So don't act in passion, don't act in hope, and don't even act in faith. Always have faith, but apply your logic to this situation. Apply your intellect to this situation. So you have the King of Swords here. You're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do. And I've got to tell you, there's still some sort of investigation or conversation or dialogue, maybe another level of like interview almost that you're going to have to go through. But even to get this far is a huge deal. And it's like this is setting you up to go on to talk to the decision maker. Decisions are going to be made in your favor. And it is, in other words, this is going to go in your favor, but you're not done with the decision-making process yet. You're not done with the trial yet. This is going to get you to a level that is flattering for anybody to get to. Like you've already won. It's like, oh, it's an honor just to be nominated. Well, it is. Whatever this is. It's an honor to just have gotten this far. Or it's like, you're going to get married, right? But now you have to get the marriage license, and now you might have to draw up a prenup, and now you might, and that's not bad, right? That's mature. And now you might have to handle what you're going to, maybe both of you own a house, or where the both of you are going to live, or going to buy a house. It's like, yes, you're getting this, but this is the next step of, well, now this is the next responsibility. Or this is the next step of moving forward into the decision-making process, where you will get to the decision maker. And ultimately, yes, the cards are leading to say, you're going to get this, but holy shit, when you get this, you are not the same you. Because you are literally making a commitment that will change your trajectory in life in a good way, in a way that you can feel the ground under your feet. And you can know yourself better, or you'll have to know yourself better, more than you ever have before. Let's go to the extended. I want to extend this. I'll see you guys there.